Welcome everybody to game 2 of the doubleheader tonight. As your Community Vikings take on the visiting Mount Pleasant Tigers. Starting lineup for Mount Pleasant Tigers, number 0, Knox Brooks. Number 3, Jake McClure. Number 10, Cale Scott. Number 15, Jade Wilson. And number 25, Zion Hollis. All right, Viking fans! It's time for your starting lineup of your Community Vikings. Number 1, Jonathan Lowe. Number 3, Charlie Haskins. Number 5, Jackson Williams. Number 14, Joshua Howard. And number 21, Mason Hill. Your Community Vikings is coached by head coach Hunter Farrell.
So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the little starting lineup action there with the lights. Very impressive. Sets the mood for what should be a great basketball game tonight. The starters for the Vikings, your usual suspects. It's Lawwell, Haskins, Williams, Powers, and Hill. The Hunters are the starters for Mount Pleasant. Brooks, McClure, Scott, Wilson, and Hollis. These two teams have faced off as the tip is going to go to Mount Pleasant. They faced off in Cornersville previously, with Community coming out with a 68-33 victory there. So we are underway here in Unionville. McClure with the basketball, has it pickpocketed away by Haskins. The ball is loose on the floor. Lawwell comes away with it. We're off and running. Hill with it underneath the basket. Gives to Williams. Out to Haskins. Haskins drives the paint. Lays it in. So Haskins with the layup and the early lead going to Community 2-0. Brooks swings it across. Number 10, Kel Scott, played a big role in the game in Cornersville. Gives off to Wilson. Wilson, a little bit of a forearm. And let's see, a travel is going to be called as he made a move in the paint. Good defense there by Williams. And the turnover by the Tigers. And now we have a whistle. And the official is talking to one of the law enforcement over on the far side of the court. And now they are having a discussion with the community student section. I think the official's just wanting them to back up a little bit away from the court side where they are congregating. So Williams with the basketball gives over to Hill. Hill, Lawwell has it in the corner. He'll drive the paint, runs into a good defense there by Wilson, but gets the pass off to Hill, and then the pass is intercepted by Scott. Coming back the other way with it, Scott looking low to Hollis, and that one is knocked away by Powers, and now will come back the other way with it. Lawwell with it, gives it Haskins beyond the arc to Lawwell, thought about it. Williams at the top of the key was open, but a good look down to Powers, who can't finish it, but gets his own rebound. Now Williams goes around, drives the paint, lays it up. That one rims out, ball loose, and it's going to be taken down by Scott, and a foul is going to be committed by Lawwell, as that will be his first. So Lawwell with a foul there, running into Scott. And Mount Pleasant with possession. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter, just underway. The home team leads it 2-0. Brooks went at the top of the key, picked up his dribble, but luckily was able to get it to Wilson. Now it's over to McClure in the corner. McClure against Haskins, and McClure is going to be called for an an offensive foul. Haskins is going to be called for pushing him in the back. So a quick foul there on the junior, number 3, Charlie Haskins. So 2 quick team fouls for Community. Scott will inbound. And finally gets it out to Wilson beyond the arc. Wilson drives, spin move, and loses control and loses the ball. Haskins comes up with it, and he fakes. Was going to give it to Hill. And now Lawwell has it beyond the arc. Over back to Haskins. Haskins, I thought, traveled with it. Williams, 3. That one's short. Powers rebound up and in. So Williams, 3 was short of the mark. Powers read it perfectly, gets the rebound, and puts it in for 2. 4-0, 5:35 to go here in the first. Wilson drives, kicks to Hollis. Hollis can't handle the pass, and it will go off of him out of bounds, and will come back the other way. And now the official on the far side saying something to the scores table. It looked like some kind of warning. And I'm not sure as the other official is talking to head coach Hunter Farrell, and they are talking as they walk it all the way up to half court. Hill with the basket, with the basketball, drives. Lawwell with it over the corner, gives back to Powers. Powers picks up his dribble. They'll swing it across. Madison Hill's got it. Mason Hill. My apologies, not Madison. Haskins drives, floats, yes! So the floater in the lane, and Haskins gets it to go, 6-0. Wilson will bring it up for Mount Pleasant. He leads in scoring along with Hollis, the big man, number 25. That drive by Scott, and he cannot get that to go. Excellent defense there by Powers, coming back the other way. Haskins in the paint, thought about it, gets it out to Lawwell. Now the 3, that one's short by Haskins, but saved by Williams, goes back to Haskins and lays it in. So a quick 8-0 run, and the head coach of Mount Pleasant says, I need a timeout. We'll take one with him. 4:16 to go here in the first. It's been all Vikings. They lead at 8-0. You're watching community basketball on the Ball Network. So we are back, 4:16 to go here in the first, and if you have just joined us, you have missed the Charlie Hustle Haskins show. And now the horn has sounded at the scores table, so we'll inbound again for a second time. So an inadvertent horn there. But the hustle from Charlie Haskins has been impressive as the score stands 8-0 in favor of the Vikings. So McClure comes off the screen that he set. They give it to him. He can't get it to go. Can't quite finish. And the rebound pulled down by Powers. Gives to Williams. Williams will push it. Lawwell has it on the right wing. And he will swing it across to Haskins. Haskins head fake drives out to Hill for 3. Bang! 3-point basket. Number 21. Mason Hill, the sophomore, pulls the trigger and knocks it down. And it's 11-0. So this one, almost deja vu because it took a while for the Mount Pleasant ladies to get on the board. And now the men struggling. Finally, a shot put up, won't go. Powers gets the rebound, and the score still remains 11-0. We're off and running. Hill on the other end gives off to Williams. Williams top of the key. Lawwell wide open 3. And that one won't go as it is short, and the rebound goes out to number 15, that being Jaden Wilson, the junior. McClure, head fake, drives, and it is going to be a blocking foul called on Powers. I was waiting to see because the arm was extended by McClure. So the basket goes.
Foul number 14, Joshua Powers, his first, team third. Checking in for Vikings, number 34, Maddox Thompson. Checking in for Mount Pleasant, number 4.
So Lawwell will come out of the basketball game. Checking in will be number 34, That is Maddox Thompson. So McClure with the first bucket of the game. And now some discussion between the officials and Coach Farrell. And Powers, I believe, a little bit of blood on the uniform. And they'll try to get that cleaned up quickly. And they are letting us tend to him. I believe it is a cut on the left wrist. So they've got that taped up. Got the jersey wiped off. And he's back in there. So number 3, Jaden McClure, the senior, to the line. Trying to cut into this deficit. It's currently 11-2. By the way, checking in for Mount Pleasant was number 14, BJ Lane. So the free throw goes. Score now 11-3. Williams back with it. Haskins back to Williams for 3. And that one too strong. Rebound will go to Hill. Swings over to Haskins. Haskins gets it to Williams. He'll come off the screen. Hill, 3 ball. No, sir. And rebound going to come back the other way with the Tigers. And Shang, I forgot to mention, just checked into the basketball game. Number 4, Lake Shang, the senior.
Number 14, Josh Powers is second.
So another quick foul by Powers, and he will check out, and into the ball game will be number 24. That is Andrew Tashio. So 4 team fouls now on Community with 2:30 to go here in the first. And that pass, Wilson just wanted to move before he caught the ball and took his eyes off of it, and it goes off of him out of bounds. So turnover to the Vikings, 2:25 to go here in the first. 11-3 is our score. Tashio with it on the left wing. Now they'll swing it. Haskins, Tashio, a long 3. Bottom! Andrew Tashio from another zip code, and it is 14-3 in favor of the home squad. McClure drives, puts up, and that one rolls all over the rim, but can't find its way into the bottom of the net. And now a cheap foul there by number 14, that being the sophomore BJ Lane.
BJ Lane is first. Checking in for Mount Pleasant, number 1, Hunter Holt, and number 5.
So now checking in for the Tigers will be number 5, that is Haywood, along with number 1, Holt. 1:53 to go here in the first quarter. 14-3 in favor of the purple and gold. Nice kick to the middle of the court. Trying to find him in the lane now. Haskins for a 3. That one just short. And they're battling for it. Thompson finally comes away with it. Tries to put it up, and he is fouled. So Thompson with a nice rebound. Was very aggressive. Puts it back up. And he will be rewarded and go to the line. So the foul on BJ Lane. So a second foul for him within just 1 minute of playing time. Thompson to the line. That one too strong. Now checking into the game for the Vikings, number 12, Zachary Leathers. And also checking in for the Tigers, number 10, the junior, Kel Scott. So McClure will have a seat for the Tigers. Haskins will have a breather for the Vikings. And the second free throw is going to be waved off. Thompson was across the line as the shot was made. So wave that one off, and the score will remain 14-3. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go here in the first. Scott will bring it up. Swings it over to Holt. Holt finds Shang at the top of the key. Now he'll swing it over to Scott. Scott looking for a wide open Haywood. Completes the pass, but not much movement as they are just hanging out on the perimeter. Finally, a slashing Scott gets it in the paint. Gets Williams to go up, draws the foul, and he gets the basket. So an excellent shot there by number 10, the junior, Kel Scott. Gets the basket to go and 1. So he will go to the line. The score 14-5. We're approaching the 1 minute mark. 1:02 to be exact to go here in the first. Free throw is up and good. And a little mini run here by Mount Pleasant. They are within 8 Williams will bring it up. Hill with it on the right wing. Now they'll swing it across. Williams back with it. Gives to Tashio. Tashio trying to get it to Thompson as he's trying to gain position down on the block. And now a foul is called as Williams was trying to get down into the paint. And the foul will be called on the junior, number 1, Hunter Holt. As checking in will be number 3, Charlie Haskins. And number 21, Mason Hill, will have a seat. 41 seconds. Williams thought about it. He'll get it back out to the top of the key. Haskins drives, kicks it. Thompson, and just short on that one. And the tie-up jump ball called, and it will stay with the purple and gold. Thompson had an excellent look at it, just could not get it to go off the square. Nice feed, a nice look, though, by Haskins. Inbounded to Thompson. He'll get it to Williams at the top of the key. They'll swing it around the horn. Haskins, bottom! A three-point basket by Charlie Hessel from the corner, and it's 17-6 with 18 seconds to go. Scott will bring it up, gives over to Holt, and they may very well try to hold for the last shot. Lane with it. Now gives it over to Shang. Shang has it to Haywood. Now back to Shang. He'll try to drive. Gets around a little bit on Leathers, but the shot way off the mark, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So we've played one here at the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium here in Unionville, Tennessee. The Vikings lead it 17-6. You're watching Community Basketball on the Ball Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
Action, 17-6 advantage for the home squad. Mount Pleasant with possession. And Wilson with it at the top of the key. He'll drive in the paint. He loses control of the basketball. And who does it belong to, Mr. Official? His hand just stayed straight up in the air, and I guess it will stay with the Tigers, as he never did point one direction or the other. Inbounding, finally finds Scott. Nice look down to Hollis, and Hollis brings it down low. And now they'll have to get it back out onto the perimeter. And what is the call? 3 seconds in the lane? Yes, sir. So the ball turned over to the Vikings. 17-6, 7:30 to go. And into the ball game, Carson Boyce, number 32 for the Vikings. Lawwell with it at the top of the key. Haskins shakes the defender. Now it's one-on-one with Hollis. And that is not going to count, as 3 seconds is called on us as well. So consecutive trips of 3-second calls on both ends of the floor. Wilson with it. Drives. Puts it up. Airs it over as Hollis gets the rebound, and he is fouled, so he will go to the line for 2. And you would think Hollis, with a size advantage, would be a little more effective down low, but we have handled him quite well defensively. They did a fabulous job on him in Cornersville, and tonight that is his first point here at the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. So Lawwell will step out, and into the game will be number 21. That's Mason Hill, the sophomore. Hollis, free throw. That one too strong. Rebound going to go to Haskins. Vikings look to run. Haskins into the paint, and he's tripped up. A foul is called. And let's see who the guilty party is. And that will be called on Lake Shang, the senior. So the first personal foul on him. Holt will come out of the ball game. And checking back in is number 0, Knox Brooks. That one's stolen away, coming back the other way. Shang lays it up and in. And the score now 17-9. So good move there by Shang. Haskins drives, and that is poked away from behind. Hollis on the floor. Gets the rebound, or gets the loose ball, I should say. And coming back with it are the Tigers. Scott drives in the paint. Drew a lot of contact. Nothing called. Rebound Boyce, and now a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Wilson of the Tigers. No, they actually credited that foul to Hollis. Hollis and Wilson were standing beside each other as Hill will check out of the basketball game. So now Community has Haskins, Williams, Leathers, Boyce, and Tashio. Haskins will swing it across left corner. Tashio dribbles out of it. Now back to the top of the key. Tashio, long three. That one off the mark, off the front of the rim, but rebound goes to Williams. Gets out to Haskins. Haskins drives in. Now they'll swing it around the horn. Haskins has it down in the corner. Drive baseline. Head fake, puts it up, and puts it in. Nice move there by Charlie Haskins. And we go under the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Community leads it by 10. Scott looking for Hollis, feeds it down there. 1-on-1, and that one rolls all over the rim, but does not go. So tough break for Hollis. Tashio thought about the three. Gets it over to Leathers. Leathers loses control of it, and Wilson will come back with it for the Tigers. Wilson will dish it off to Scott. Scott drives, and that one's short of the mark. Boyce saves it from going out of bounds, gets it over to Tashio. We're off and running. Haskins with it. Haskins goes down into the paint, and a whistle is called. And the foul going to be credited to number 0, Knox Brooks. So the senior with a foul as Boyce will come out along with Leathers. And into the basketball game will be Hill and number 34, Thompson. So Maddox Thompson along with Mason Hill in for the Vikings. Haskins from the corner, and that one off the front of the rim. Tigers come away with it. Scott going to slow things down. And a very high pass that McClure could not handle. Now the ball is loose. Haskins with it, and he will drive in and puts it up and in. So Charlie Haskins is putting on a show tonight in Unionville. The score now 21-9. Kel Scott with it at the top of the key. He'll give over to Lake Shang. Shang looking for McClure. And Williams strips it. And here he comes back with it. Williams over to Hill. Hill is fouled as he tries to go up with the shot. So the fourth team foul as Jaden McClure gets his first foul of the contest. And now they're saying that Hill was not in the act of shooting, so the foul on the floor. 3-ball, Haskins, and that one off the mark. Rebound coming back the other way with the Tigers. 21-9, 4:08 to go here in the second quarter. McClure with it, drives in the paint, looking for B.J. Lane, and Lane puts it up but cannot get it to go. Haskins quickly dumps off to Williams. Williams gives to Haskins, looking low for Thompson. Nice look, can't finish the drive, but he is fouled as Hollis was on the defense, and the senior, Zion Hollis, called for the infraction. So number 34, Maddox Thompson, will go to the line. And it would not have mattered if he was in the act of shooting anyways, because that is the 5th team foul against the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Maddox gets the first one to rattle home. And the score now 22-9. Checking into the basketball game for Community is number 10, the junior Logan Reed. And the second free throw is up and true. So 23-9, 3:46 to go. Brooks with it, brings it up for the Tigers, gets it over to Holt. Holt will swing it to Lane. Lane over here in the right wing, and that pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Hill, who loses it, but it goes right to Williams, and Williams lays it in off the square. Excellent awareness by number 5, the senior Jackson Williams. So the score 25-9. Brooks kicks to McClure. McClure, spin move, loses it out of bounds, but it will stay with the Tigers. So checking into the game will be number 15. That is Wilson. Checking out is number 14, Lane. And Brooks will inbound underneath his own basket. Long inbound goes to Hollis. Hollis will give it to Holt. Holt swings it around to Brooks on the left wing, trying to set a screen, does not elect to come off of it, and he is rejected as he tries to shoot it, but Hill blocks it, gets it ahead to Haskins. Haskins head fake, puts it up, and that one won't go. Rebound Thompson has it stripped, and now they will back it out as Williams ends up with the basketball. Finds Logan Reed, and that one rims out. The three-point basket won't go. Thompson rebounds, and he is on the ground, and a travel has been called. So excellent effort by Maddox Thompson, who came down with the rebound. Thought it may have been a little bit of a tie-up, but then he fell to the floor and was called for the travel. So Hollis and Wilson will have a seat here. 2:47 to go here in the first half. 25-9 is the lead for Community. So Haywood back in there along with Holt, McClure, Brooks, and Scott. That one too strong off the backboard. Vikings come back with it the other way. Williams drives, then he's hemmed up along the baseline. Haskins, top of the key, gives over to Hill. Now they'll swing it back to Haskins. They'll try to set some stuff up here. And now he'll blow past the defender and throws into no man's land, and that pass was taken by number 1, Hunter Holt of the Tigers, and they will come down on the other end. The 2-minute mark, our score 25-9 in favor of the good guys. McClure, spin move, puts it up, and just had nowhere to go with it as he was up in the air. And the shot a little wild. Haskins, great move there. Can't finish the play, but a good head fake as he drove to the basket. And McClure tried to dribble behind his back, lost it. Haskins, easy basket, and he misses the bunny as he rushed that shot. All this action going back and forth, and the score still remains 25-9. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Tigers desperately trying to get into the double digits. And the students section is really picking up. And that one dribbled off the leg, and now the ball is loose, picked up by Thompson. 3-on-1 the other way. Haskins will take it, lays it up and in. And that's enough, according to the Mount Pleasant head coach. I've seen enough. Bucko 6 to go, 27-9. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete.
So we are back. Exactly 1 minute to go here in the second. We apologize cutting some of these commercials short. They're not going quite 30 seconds on these timeouts. So we will get some more ads running during the halftime break. 48 seconds, Tigers with it. They trail 27-9. Scott with a head fake, drove down in there, but then he will back it out to Brooks. Now Scott had it, thought about the three-pointer, and now he is having all kinds of troubles and finally turns around, puts a shot up, won't go. Rebound goes to Thompson. He'll get it to Tashio, who gives over to Williams. Haskins finally taking a breather for the rest of the quarter. He is out as we're going to run with Thompson, Tashio, Williams, Hill, and Reed. Holding for the last shot, apparently. 14 seconds to go. Williams with it. Comes off the screen set by Thompson. Gives over to Hill for three. That one off the mark. Rebound is loose. Picked up. 4 seconds. Three-pointer. Bang! At the buzzer, Tashio answers the call and puts an exclamation point on the first half. So we go to the break. Our score, Community leads it 30-9. We're going to thank some of the sponsors and pay some of the bills. We're going to go to the break. We will be back. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Vikings this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
So welcome back into Unionville, Tennessee, where your home team, the Community Vikings, have a commanding lead. It is 30-9 as we are about to tip off the third quarter of action. It looks like the usual suspects are out there as the 5 starters are back for the Vikings. And Mount Pleasant will go with Hollis, Wilson, McClure, Scott, and Brooks. So trying to get the officials lined up here. And now they are ready to go, and we are underway. Lawwell with it. Williams swings it around. Williams with it at the top of the key, gives to Haskins. Haskins down in the corner to Hill. We'll swing it back out. And trying to get something set up here as Hill receives the ball. Lawwell with it at the top. Swings it to Williams in the corner, and a travel is called. So a shuffling of the feet by number 5, Jackson Williams, the senior. And it will turn it over to Mount Pleasant. Our score 30-9, 7:27 to go here in the third quarter. Knox Brooks will bring it up for Mount Pleasant. And a lazy pass there, almost stolen away by Lawwell. McClure with it on the left wing. He'll drive down, looking for Wilson. Feeds it to him. Nice pass. Can't complete the shot, though. And Lawwell will bring it away. Over to Haskins. Haskins puts it up. He is fouled as he goes up. He misses the shot, but he'll go to the line. And the foul there called on number 0, Knox Brooks. So that is his second foul of the evening. And, of course, the first team foul of the third quarter. Haskins knocks that one down. 31-9 Community. And the second free throw just off the mark, rolls out to the right side, and McClure grabs the rebound. Gives over to Wilson. Wilson will bring it up. Now Wilson's going to drive the paint and loses the handles. Haskins picks it away. Lawwell has it, and he's going to have to hold up for the troops. Williams, Haskins. Haskins drives into the paint, kicks it out to Lawwell. Lawwell will get it out to Williams. So they will stop, set some stuff up. No, Haskins going to pull the trigger. Bang! Charlie Haskins with some string music. 6:20 to go. It's 34-9 now in favor of the Vikings. So Kel Scott swings it over to McClure. McClure at the top of the key. Hollis flashes high, but they won't give it to him. Scott's got it down low. Nice little spin move. Puts it off the glass. Won't go. Rebound put up by McClure. Still won't go. McClure has it again. Kicks it out. Brooks thought about the three. Head fake. Drives paint. And slings it up and off the glass. So 34-11. Mount Pleasant finally into double digits at the 5:45 mark here in the third quarter. Williams almost lost control of that. Passed it behind Lawwell, but he was able to regroup. Now it's down to Powers. They swing it around. Haskins on the left wing. He'll drive into the paint. Kicks it. Lawwell. Lawwell now he'll drive. Pulls up at the free throw line and gets the friendly roll. So the junior, Jonathan Lawwell, knocks that one down, and the score now goes to 36-11. So the Vikings have led this thing from the get-go. As Brooks drives, throws it up there, and has the kiss off the glass. And the score now 36-13. Lawwell with it on the right wing, drives into the paint, kicks it out. Haskins, three. Money! Charlie Haskins, 39-13, as that young man has done it all. Rebounding, steals, points, you name it, he's done it. Scott picks up his dribble in the corner. I'm not sure why you would do that. Luckily gets it out to Wilson. Wilson drives, and a offensive foul is going to be called as number 15, Jaden Wilson, making sure that I did have the right number there. Jaden Wilson does push off with that free arm and called for the offensive infraction. So 4:30 to go, 39-13. And into the ball game for Community comes Maddox Thompson. They get it down to Thompson. Nice look to Powers. Powers puts it up, but that is blocked by McClure. McClure will come back with it the other way for the Tigers. And that one pickpocketed by Lawwell. Lawwell coming back. Shang on the defense, but does not put up much of an effort as he lets Lawwell finish the shot. So 4 minutes to go here in the third. A 41-13 lead as Lake Shang has it at the top of the key. Gives over to Knox Brooks. Brooks gives to Hollis, the big man flashing on the high post all the way out beyond the arc, and that one is stolen away from McClure. Haskins with the steal and lays it in. Charlie Haskins has it, puts it up, puts it in, and we have a huge lead now. It is 43-13. Hollis will come up, set the pick. Thompson try to go for the steal, and I believe he's going to be called for the foul, either him or Mr. Williams. Let's see who we're going to call it on. So the official does find number 5, Jackson Williams, guilty.
Foul number 5, Jackson Williams, his second, team's first.
So the second foul there by Williams. And checking into the contest for the Vikings is number 12, the senior. That is Zachary Leathers. So Brooks having some problems with it out on the perimeter. They finally get it over to McClure. McClure will drive down into the paint, puts it off the glass. Nice shot there by number 3, the senior, Jaden McClure. Quickly down on the other end of Leathers, kicks it cross court. They have a wide open Powers, 3, and that one rims out, but the rebound, Thompson, he's dragged to the ground, and it is actually going to be called a tie-up jump ball, and it will go the other way and belong to the Tigers. Just under the 3-minute mark, 43-15 is the lead by Community. Again, they did have a previous meeting in the Cornersville Thanksgiving Classic. Community took that contest 68-33. That one into McClure, drives, Euro step, puts it up. He is fouled. The basket will not go. And let's see if the guilty party is on Leathers. He did put a hand in there.
Foul number 12, Zach Leathers, his first, team's second.
And Zachary Leathers does indeed pick up that first foul as he hacked McClure on his way to the basket, and that first free throw is good. So checking out will be Haskins. He'll have a seat, and Lawwell will come back into the contest as McClure steps to the line for his second attempt, and that free throw is true. So the score, 2:43 to go here in the third, 43-17. Leathers with it on the right wing. Lawyer, Powers, they'll go around the horn. Now they'll come back again with it. Williams finally finds Leathers for 3. And that one off the mark as the rebound stays with Community. Williams flying in and grabs that one down. Powers looking at Williams in the paint. Now back to Powers. Powers drives, baseline, pulls up. That one short. Rebound goes to Leathers. Nice look from Zachary Leathers to Maddox Thompson. So a good feed makes it 45-17 as we go under 2 minutes here in the third. Looking for Hollis. That knocked away, and a foul is going to be called on Leathers. Thought that was decent defense by the young man.
Foul number 12, Zach Leathers, his second, team third.
But he picks up his second foul. Jackson Williams will have a seat, and into the ball game will be number 10. That is the junior Logan Reed. So inbound in the backcourt. Knox Brooks with it. as McClure comes up high to set the screen. They feed it to McClure. Nice passing. Shang, three, and that one rims out, and a foul underneath. Is it going to be on Reed or is it going to be on Thompson? So Mr. Official is going to call that one on Maddox Thompson.
Number 34, Maddox Thompson, his first team 4.
So Scott will inbound underneath her own basket. Meanwhile, Thompson picking up that foul. That is his first. Brooks brings it over from the backcourt. McClure trying to set the screen. Brooks decided not to roll off of it. And now they will feed it into the paint to Scott. Scott pops, and that one rolls off the top of the rim. Thompson comes down with the rebound, gives to Powers, and they're going to push it. Lawwell, and that pass too hot to handle for Logan Reed. It goes off of him and goes out of bounds as Powers will have a seat, and checking into the ball game will be number 24. That is Andrew Tashio, the sophomore. We got a $1:19 to go here in the third. McClure with it. Drives in. Nice drive there by number 3, Jaden McClure. So the score now 45-19. Tashio with it on the left wing, approaching the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Logan Reed with it, now to Lawwell. In the corner, and a pass from Leathers. That is a kicked ball, and that will stay with the purple and gold. Quick little inbound. Lawwell, nice drive, kicks Tashio, and the three won't go, and an offensive foul is going to be called as Lawwell bulldozed over number 10, Kel Scott, the junior from Mount Pleasant, and he took quite a lick. So with Lawwell picking up his third, let's see if Haskins will come back into the contest for him. Apparently we did not get the substitution in time, as Coach Farrell looks a little frustrated at the official, who just keeps nodding his head as he's walking away. So McClure with it. Top of the key gives over to Brooks. Brooks back to McClure. And now it is, they were trying to feed it into the paint with Hollis, who was flashing high, and now there's a rugby scrum at the corner of the free throw line. And possession arrow is going to belong to Community, as Haskins indeed will come in for Lawwell, who just recently picked up his third foul. 28 seconds to go here in the third, 45-19 in favor of the Vikings of Unionville. Haskins will slow things down. And let's see if they do indeed hold for the last shot. Unless some kind of crease opens up for a wide open shot here. I believe they are going to hold, and indeed they are. 10 seconds. Thompson will come up. He's going to set a screen. Haskins chose not to come off of a three-pointer. That one too strong. Rebound goes to Jaden McClure. McClure feeds it up to Brooks. Brooks pushing it, and the shot won't go. No foul is called. A lot of contact at half court, but again, no foul is called. So we have played three. It has been all purple and gold. We lead at 45-19. You're watching Viking basketball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury.
We are back with fourth quarter action. We apologize. Some of these breaks are not going as long as they usually do. We found out one of the officials does have a hot date to catch after the game, so the breaks have gone really quick. So we do apologize for not getting in some of those commercials, but hopefully we got in all of them several times throughout both contests tonight. 7:36 to go here in the fourth. Haskins will drive, and I thought he may have traveled, and indeed he has. So Holt, Lane, Shang, Wilson, and Haywood now in for the Tigers. Reed, Haskins, Tashio, Thompson, and Leathers in for the Vikings. Haywood with it, swings it over to Shang. He'll get it at the top of the key to Holt. Will swing it back. Holt was looking for Lane in the corner. Finally finds him. And they swing it cross court. Dangerous pass, but it is complete. Now Haywood with it on the left wing. And that one is dangerous. Picked away by Haskins. He saw it all the way, lays it up. He's fouled, and he can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line.
Fouls number 4, Lake Shane is second, taking first. Charlie Haskins at the line to shoot 2.
So Shang picks up his second personal as he sends Charlie Hustle to the line. And the first free throw is good. Checking in for the Vikings is Boyce and Williams. Checking out will be Reed and Thompson. Exactly 7 minutes to go in this one as the free throw is up and good. Quickly down the court, Lane drew some contact, no foul called. Williams will come down with a rebound, and we're off and running again. Haskins, errant pass, but luckily didn't have a lot on it, and Williams was able to grab it and regroup. Gives over to Tashio at the top of the key. Tashio, Haskins, now Leathers. They'll swing it to the right wing. Williams over there. Boyce trying to gain position. He does, and a foul is going to be called from behind. Number 15, Jaden Wilson. As an excellent job. Excellent job by Boyce to try to gain position as Wilson and Boyce are really battling. And another foul is going to be called. And that hold is called on Wilson. So 2 quick ones there. Tashio, 3. Just off the mark as it rims out. Rebound goes to Shang. So Wilson now with 3 fouls. He drives, puts it up, and that is rejected as Boyce does not allow that one to go anywhere. And on top of that, possession belongs to Community. 47-19 is our score in the fourth quarter as we approach the 6-minute mark. Williams drives, finally cut off by Haywood. Haskins, head fake, drives to the paint, and that was rejected. Lane was in there along with Wilson, but now Leather somehow pulled it away as it went to the floor. Tashio, 3 ball, bottom! Andrew Tashio. And if you're playing defense, you cannot allow him to have that good of a look with no hand in his face. So Tashio buries it, and the score now 50-19. That ball thrown, Haywood saves it. Lane giving chase along with Boyce. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Mount Pleasant. And now into the basketball game will be Powers, Lawwell, and Hill. Checking out will be Haskins, Williams, and Leathers. So 5:33 to go, and that one is deflected by Tashio, but luckily Shang was able to contain it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Now they look. Flashing high was Wilson. Wilson's got it at the free throw line. Pulls up, shot. That's way short. Rebound, Haywood keeps it in bounds. And a diving Tashio's got it. And the tie-up is called. It will still belong to the Vikings. 5:16 to go here in the fourth. Community has controlled this one from the very beginning. Powers, Hill looking low for Boyce. Wilson defends him well, but a spin move, nowhere to go with it. Finally kicks it out. Tashio, long 3. And that one off the mark, hits the front of the rim. Rebound goes Haywood, but he's pickpocketed from behind by Lawwell. Lawwell now with it for the Vikings. Kicks it out. They swing it across. Powers drives. Gets Wilson in the air. Counted in the foul as Powers gets him in the air. And Wilson's going to pick up his 4th foul as Mr. Powers will go to the line.
Number 15, Jay Wilson, his 4th.
So into the basketball game as Tashio will have a seat is number 2. That is the freshman Boone Gray. Powers will go to the line, and he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. So our score, with 4:49 to go here in the 4th, 53-19 in favor of Community. Wilson, head fake, still trying, and then finally leans forward, and he'll get the basket, and he is fouled. So excellent job there by Jaden Wilson to get to the square, puts it up and in, draws the contact, and now he'll go to the line to try to return the favor. So a three-point play down here on our end of the court. Let's see if Wilson can match it, and he does indeed hit the free throw. So 4:33 to go, 53-21. Vikings off and running as they push it quickly down on their end of the court. Powers, 3. That one off the mark as Gray tried to launch one. And now Lawwell driving into the paint, loses the handle. The ball is loose on the floor. Shang will have it for the Tigers. So bringing it up will be number 1, the junior Hunter Holt. And the student section, if you hear them in the background, as the missed shot by Wilson, they are clamoring for certain individuals to go into the basketball game, and they've made their way to the scores table as an excellent shot there by Boyce, who picks up 2. And the 2 individuals checking into the game are the freshman duo. That is number 33, Caden Hensel, along with number 23, Cordell Dukes. So Lane will bring it up for Mount Pleasant. Wilson with it, right at the three-point line. He'll drive. Nice move as he gets past Boyce. And I believe as that ball was being inbounded, someone stepped on the baseline. I think I saw Dukes as the one trying to inbound, so it is a turnover. Mount Pleasant has it. BJ Lane stumbling as he corrals that pass. Haywood gets it across, and that one is a line drive, and Shane could not handle it as that one goes out of bounds. So 3:24 to go here in the 4th quarter. 55-24 is where we stand in favor of the good guys. Gray with it. 3 freshmen out there right now. So we have 3 freshmen along with Boyce and number 21, Mason Hill. So you have 2 sophomores, 3 freshmen. And the foul is on Wilson, and Mr. Wilson has had a night because that's going to do it. That is 5 on Jaden Wilson. So it looks like number 10, the junior Kel Scott, will check in for Jaden Wilson, as Boyce will go to the line after the infraction was called. Free throw, rims out. Score remains 55-24. Second free throw attempt. That one's true. And the score now 56-24 in favor of Community. Scott has it on the left wing. Shang thought about it, would have been a long 3. Drives in, pulls up at the elbow, and drops that one in. So Lake Shang, the senior, with 2 points, as the Vikings again quickly push it down on the other end of the court. Hill gives over to Hensel. Hensel looking for Boyce, who's trying to gain position on Lane. Cannot, as Hensel drives down into the paint and loses the handle. Turnover, it'll come to Mount Pleasant. Haywood over to Shang. Scott was going to come over and set a screen. Now they finally come off of it. Was not very effective. Now Lane with the ball at the top of the key. He'll drive, try to kick it. It was intended for Shang, but instead goes into the corner of the gymnasium and out of bounds. So coming out will be number 2, Boone Gray, and back into the contest will be number 24, the sophomore, Andrew Tashio. Hensel with it. Hensel drives, kicks, Dukes, 3, and that one rims out. Excellent look there by Cordell. Rebound goes to Hill, and he puts it up and in. 58-26 as we approach the 2-minute mark in this one. 3, Shang, yes. So Lake Shang, a 3-point basket. As Dukes will push it, Hill, corner, gives to Boyce, and an offensive foul is going to be called on number 32, Carson Boyce. He lowered the shoulder a little bit, and it was enough to call the offensive foul. So Dukes will check out along with Boyce, and back into it is Boone Gray, and I believe Logan Reed, the man to check in for Community. 1:48 to go in this one, 58-29 in favor of the purple and gold. That one swung across Haywood, 3, and that one off the front of the rim, and fighting for the rebound is Scott and Hill. So the tie-up will have the possession arrow in favor of Mount Pleasant. Inbound to Hayward, gets it over to Shang on the left wing. Shang being guarded by a very aggressive Boone Gray, and now the pass for a cutting Scott was intercepted by Hill. Back the other way, Tashio was shoved, and that has got to put us in the bonus, so he will go to the line. So the second personal foul by Hunter Holt, as Tashio will go to the line, and then Dukes is going to check back in for someone here after this first free throw, unless he is checking in for Tashio. That first free throw is off the mark, and Dukes is actually going to check in for Mason Hill. So Hill will have a seat with 1:21 to go. Gets a good hand from the student section across the way. Tashio, second free throw. That one, too much mustard on it, but he gets his own rebound. Dukes driving in and looks for Tashio, who was behind him. They'll swing it across. 3, too strong. Rebound Dukes, and he's fouled as he tries to take it back up. Number 10, the junior Kel Scott, with way too much contact there on number 23, Cordell Dukes. So the freshman will step to the line and try to put some more points on the board. And that free throw, money. So that one a little too strong on the second attempt. But one of them goes down, and the score now 59-29. 1 minute to go. 1 minute remaining here in this contest. One thing that I failed to mention, and I'll mention it again before we cut out of here, that we will be home again Friday night. The Raiders of Lynchburg will visit Unionville, and we will have those contests for you here on the Ball Network. 41 seconds to go. Tashio dribbling through some heavy traffic, gets down to Reed. Reed, head fake, won't go, too much mustard. Rebound is loose, and it's going to go off of Hensel, and it will belong to the Tigers. 32 seconds remaining. BJ Lane will bring it up, has it across the timeline. Hunter Holt with it, gives it over to Shang. Now under 20 seconds. Shang finally gets it down low, and Haywood is fouled. The foul on number 24, that is Andrew Tashio. Believe it or not, that is his first foul of the evening. So a great defensive game played by Andrew Tashio. 8 seconds to go in this one. Shang will drive. Looking low for BJ Lane. Lane puts it up. A lot of contact. No foul is called. Tashio will get the rebound, and that will bring us to the end of the contest. So our final score, Community wins at 59-29. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We hope you'll join us again Friday night, as again we will be at home here in Unionville taking on the Raiders of Moore County. The girls will tip it off at 6, and the boys should tip it off somewhere around 7:30. So again, our final score from Community, the Vikings win at 59-29. We thank you for your time this time. Until next time, I'm David Knowles, and this is the Ball Network.